my goodness.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We have a special guest with us that graces us every day of the week here at our studios, and he's our sports guy. We call him the sports guy.
Sports guy.
Loren Tepper's here.
Hey,
Well,
Loren.
man, it's been a long time since I've been here.
I know.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, we used to promote when you were at the Harrison Daily Times. You were in here just about every week promoting something. You were the promotions guy.
Now I've left and run go over and work for Independent Living, and
Yeah.
you had my coworker on,
Yeah.
Trish, talk about our
You
little
bet.
big event we've got coming up in April, and but that's not why I'm here.
We're going to recap what we did on our basketball this year. Now that, that was a great idea you came up with, is to do local basketball.
You bet.
Well, it wasn't we was a collaborative effort here from all of us to kind of figure out
kind of like a
something
Three Stooges thing.
Without getting too much into the goblin scenario. Long story short is we opted not to do the goblins any longer. Okay, that's So we opted for other avenues to be able to do something different, and so we decided. We looked at our market and said, let's try to do something for everybody else that we're covering in our market area. And so we decided.
I think that we needed to cover our viewing area.
That's right.
Instead of one singular
Right.
sports entity, and it actually has been an eye opener for us, and we're so happy. And we've also taken on the approach that we don't do any events anymore unless they're live. I mean, this is taped, but events that are very, very important to do, like for instance games, they have to be done live. And so that's our adoption now. We have done everything live, and you have filled in very well for us in that respect.
You and I were talking about this earlier in the week. We've done over 45 live basketball games, roughly one night a week. Some nights we did 2 nights. I think one week we actually did 3 nights.
Yeah.
Where we did that first week of January, where we did the Harrison Mountain home game over at the hangar, and then we did the finals of the North Arc.
And there's some tournaments going on inside there too. So, and to let people know the formula, how we come up with the games. Tell us about that.
Well, what we did is obviously schools right now are working on their schedule for next year. So so we took all the schedules. We tried to match up the best format of teams that were in our viewing area that were not blowouts, because and it's not offense. Some teams are going to be far superior than somebody else, and so a 30-point win isn't going to be worth anything. So we try to match up the best matchups,
right,
and that had the biggest the biggest impact on their conference races. So we started to do that. Then we started to rank who we were going to be able to do, and then we got on the phone and talked to their schools. And the schools had to accommodate us. I mean, we asked them not to start till 7 o'clock, which in some instances made a little bit of a problem because they had to kind of delay 15 minutes or whatever. But most schools were very accommodating.
And everyone wanted us there.
It got to the point after we started doing the first few weeks, schools were saying, when are you coming back? When can you do this? We'll accommodate you to do this.
And the live broadcast issue wasn't an issue.
No, it was not an issue.
Actually, it was a plus, and they really wanted us. I mean, because coaches would come up to me and they'd say, "Thanks so much for doing that, because we can't accommodate everybody to come to the stadium." So. And
I was just last night. It's funny. I was at the ball game last night, and Bergman was playing, and Joe Couch come up to me and wanted to know when you coming next year, what days you going to be here. We want to accommodate you in any way, shape, or form. Deon Hargrove at Flippin', same format. When you coming, what you going to do. We have not had a negative response from any school to say, we don't want you to come. And every school has accommodated us. Even last Friday night at the Jasper Western Grove game, they had us up in the corner doing what we needed to do and making it work. And our sponsors have been really, really supportive of what we're doing. We even were at St. Joe 2 weeks ago at St. Joe doing a ball game, and they kicked Joe Willis out so we could have his area to work and do the ball game.
Great, that's wonderful.
And the feedback that we've gotten, and people calling, I know when we first started it, Judy takes phone calls on Friday. Who's on tonight? Who's going to be? What's it going to be? Yeah. And coming up, we're looking to be able to host the 1A regional live. We've talked about that. We've been in contact with the AAA. Looks like we're out at North Arkansas College. we're going to be able to do some of those ball games. And
will those be live?
Those will be live.
Great.
And we're very excited about that. And we appreciate all the schools being able to accommodate us. Because like I said, it's not easy. I mean, we come down there, kind of demand a couple things, and they've been real good to us.
That's good. Well, we want to thank you for being a part of that. And I'd like to tell people, if you didn't get a chance to watch any of the games this year, there were a lot of games that were decided on 1 point.
Oh, it come down. The Berkman Valley game at Valley in late January.
Every seat was taken. You couldn't hear yourself. I mean, this is the kind of programming we love to do for local sports. So.
And look for next year. We've talked about already. We're on the drawing board, making it bigger and better. And look for us to add football. I mean, that's what we've been working on now. And I don't want to miss the school, but Yellville, Western Grove, Jasper. Mountain Home was accommodating. I don't want to miss the school. Lead Hill, Omaha. And we probably did. We would talk about 75-80% of the schools in our area we tried to cover. And the only one we didn't cover was that we can think of out of gate was Salem. But we had Salem on the schedule, but had to cancel because they made the football state playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're out of time. Thank you for being here.
Oh, appreciate it.
Looking forward more seasons doing local sports. If you have any thoughts or comments about what we do here, we're always welcome to receive those. We get some calls and people are upset about commercials cutting in, and we understand that. We're not always accommodating right then to fix those problems. We appreciate all of our viewers out there, and we appreciate people like Loren Tepper for coming up and stepping up to the plate, so to speak, and taking the ball and running with it.
I appreciate that. Have fun.
All right. Thanks for being here.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And thank you to all our guests.
Okay.
We will see you next week.